What's up, YouTube, man? So look, bro, look. Today we're gonna be talking about skills, football skills, bro. Training sessions, warm-up skills, freestyle skills, whatever you want to call it. We're just gonna be talking about skills, bro. Now, this is a part 1 to a 3-part series where we're gonna start with the basics, and then from there we're gonna move on to like advanced, and then we're gonna move on to like the combos and stuff. So by the end of this series, you should be able to, you know, go out there and start implementing some of these skills in your, in your warm-up sessions, training sessions, or just freestyle. You know, you should go out there and start freestyling. You know, me personally, bro, I just want to say one thing. Like, me personally, I don't like doing drills. I just don't. But I would do them if I have to. When, you know, the rest of my teammates are like warming up, I'm in the corner like freestyling. So freestyle tends to be much more effective than, you know, regular drills. But so if you like me, bro, and you do skills in your warm-up as opposed to drills, then this video is for you, man. Now, like I said, there's gonna be a 3-part, so let's get started with part 1. You know, let's not waste time. Let's get started with the video. Alright, now, if you've watched professional football players, you will notice one thing. The biggest ballers on the team, well, technically they don't have to be the biggest ballers, but like the sauciest players on the team, the ones who tend to be among the best players on the team, they're always doing one thing: freestyling. They're always freestyling the corner. They're either doing, say, an around the world, a neck stall, a head stall, chest stall, you know, all kinds of freestyle combos. You know, they're doing something. I'm talking about like the Ronaldinho's, the Neymar, Cristiano, Pogba. I mean, Messi do got some freestyle skills, but it's rare to see him do it. But bro, trust me, Messi do got freestyle. But the biggest ballers, bro, like, you know what I mean. You know, they always got these skills that they do in the corner. So in this video, we're gonna be learning 5 basic freestyle skills. Well, they're not freestyle skills, but just 5 basic skills you can start implementing in your warm-up. I mean, no one wants to get a ball and start juggling 10, 20. Yeah, it is fun if you're a beginner, but it gets boring, especially if you see what other players are doing. You know, it's like, I don't want to just juggle 20 juggles and call it a day. No, I want to do some fancy stuff. You know, this video is for you, man. Let's get started. 1, your flick. Now, I supposed to like just regular roll back flicks and, you know, just regular roll the ball back, kick it up, and start doing juggles. Bro, try to do something more stylish. There's so many stylish flicks you can do, like a crossover flick, heel flick, ankle flick, inside outside toe bounce, foot stall flick. I mean, bro, the list goes on and on. Doing stylish flicks is going to get more of your foot in action. So instead of doing regular flicks, you can do something more stylish. Like in this video, we're going to stick with the inside toe bounce, and then we're going to move on to the next technique. Number 2, man, juggling. Now look, bro, learning to juggle the ball is not doing skills, bro, but your juggling technique can actually make your training session much more enjoyable, much more engaging. Example, try using different parts of your body to juggle the ball. You can use the inside of your foot, the outside of your foot. You can use your knees, you can use your head, you can use your chest, your shoulders, you can use your, you know, waist, the butt, ankle. Real, try to get your body involved with your juggling, bro. Doing regular juggling might be fun if you're beginning, like if you're starting out, but if you try to use different techniques throughout your juggling, like keep the juggles like 4 to 6 and then switch technique. You can flick the ball, do maybe 4, 6 juggles, switch technique, go inside foot. Maybe if you, I don't know if you can do 4, 5, or 6 or whatever, do as many as you can, and then switch techniques to outside foot, and then knees, and then head, and then the cycle just repeats. It gets your warm-up session much more engaging. Number 3, foot stall. Yo, everyone and their mother should know how to do a foot stall, bro. If you don't know how to do a foot stall, bro, pause this video right here, go out to the field, learn how to do a foot stall, and then come back and continue the video. A foot stall trick is more of a combo breaker. Like if you're doing around the walls and you're doing, you know, all these juggling and different juggling techniques, a foot stall is like, it helps you rest for a few seconds and then gets you to a new trick. Like, you know, it's like it's a combo breaker. Technically it is, but it just makes your warm-up session much more, you know, saucy. It makes you look, you know, better. Like you can start with a stylish trick, get a few juggles in, start the ball if you're tired, or if you just want to transition to the next skill, and then you just repeat, the cycle repeats. Like it makes your warm-up look more classy. Number 4, neck stall. Neck stall and the foot stall, they're more like combo breakers. You know, they just give you some time to, you know, take a break from the warm-up or training skills and then transition to the next skill. But the thing about the neck stall is it gets your neck muscles worked up and it loosens whatever stiffness you might have in your neck or your back, since you're constantly moving and, you know, having the ball go up and down and left and right, and, you know, it actually loosens up things that might lead to you cramping up around your neck. I'm saying this from experience though. Like, yo, you don't want to have cramps on your neck, bro. Like that's, yo, just if you can't do a neck stall, make sure you learn that and start implementing that in your warm-up. Lastly, we have the reverse toe bounce. There's not much to say about this skill move other than how good it looks. Yeah, bro, this skill is just good looking and also it's very effective. I've seen a few players do this. I'm talking Ronaldinho, Cristiano, Pogba. I've seen other players do it, but these 3 players are like the ones that make this skill part. Like they do it a lot in their training sessions. The skill is effective. It does get, you know, your knees and your thigh and your waistline and, you know, your ankle. It loosens up those muscles, and if they can use it in their training sessions, you should too. Wait, if you reach this part of the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, man. I hope I'm giving y'all valuable information. Everything, look, a lot of the things I'm saying here are based on my experience. Like I didn't have any academies, I didn't have any private coaches, you know, I didn't have any. My brother played, but, you know, he never took me to the field and say, oh, let me show you how to cover a ball, or let me show you skills you can learn, or let me show you how to do this. I had to learn this stuff on my own. So I'm pretty much a street baller that went from the streets to the field, I guess, you know. Anyways, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I am. So if I can do it, you can do it. Now, like I said, this is part 1. In part 2 though, we're going to be going to the actual skills. This is just the basics. In part 2, we're going to be talking around the words and more complex flick ups, and there's just way too many tricks that you can start using in your freestyle sessions or your training sessions, warm-up sessions, whatever you want to call it. There's just too many. Freestyling before a game is much more effective in loosening your body up than if you're doing drills. If you disagree, more power to you, bro. You know, I'm not, what I'm saying is not objective. I'm just giving you valuable information based on my experience. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you like, share, you know, comment, bro. Let me know if you actually learned something in this video. Like if you actually went out there and started learning these skills. If you didn't go out there and start learning these skills because you don't need them, let me know in that comment section, man. I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace out.